In Wake Up Money, if you own a home, you know water can be one of your biggest expenses every month. Well, it should be one of the smallest, so why would it be one of the biggest? Well, Chris Schilling with Turbo Realty joins us with some tips to conserve water. And Chris, tell me how you happened upon this subject.
You bet. So we have a division of labor in our home, and so my wife pays some bills and I pay some of the bills.
Okay.
And so one of the bills that she pays is the water bill. And so we opened up the water bill by accident, I did, and I looked at it and it was $386.
That's crazy.
So I said, honey, has this been going on a long time? She goes, oh yeah, it's $386 every month for the last year.
So you checked the sprinkler.
So we checked the sprinkler. It turns out that it ends up being the water meter. And so the water meter had been just not calibrated correctly, and so it had been the same for every month for the last year.
And
so
she didn't know. Okay, so you can't blame her. All right, so let's go over some water-saving tips then. And why not start with the toilet?
Yeah, you bet. It was amazing. So we had to cut off the water in order to check the meter, and so I needed to flush the commode, right? So I'd go take water over and fill up the tank, and so it was almost 4 gallons. And so there's a lot of different things that you can put in place. They have a toilet-saving bank. So they have like a bladder. It looks like a hot water heater that you can insert into the toilet.
Into the tank, right?
Into the tank.
So that it takes in less water.
So it takes up less water, other than replacing the toilet itself. The cheap way to do it is people actually take bricks and we'll put them in the old toilets, and that takes up the space.
I like that. And then you can use food coloring as well to see how much it's using.
Right. So in order to see if it's leaking, you put food coloring into the tank. And if you see the food coloring actually coming into the bowl, you know that there's a leak, and then you need to call a plumber.
Okay.
So the other thing is just taking shorter showers. You know, it's amazing. When we were kids, you take a bath and you're in there until your fingers prune up. And so, but if you're taking
who has time anymore, really?
Who has time? Well, kids do, right? Your kids do. And so, but if you take a shower and you wait until you prune up, I mean, you could be in there for an hour and a half. And so I was talking to some of my friends, and they're talking about their kids. And they take these showers that are half an hour, 45 minutes long. They're just in there hanging out. And so they have a device. It's a shower saver, and it looks like a little hourglass on a little foam thing. And it's 5-minute increments. And so you can teach your kids to take shorter showers by turning it upside down so they're watching a little hourglass.
I get one of those for my fiance. And what about the shower head itself?
Yeah, it's amazing. So part of this research that I was doing on saving water, I'm looking at low-flow shower heads, and so they have some that are 1.5 gallons per minute, and that's considered low. And then if you really need to get all the shampoo out of your hair, you can do one that's 2.5 gallons per minute. And there's a number of sites that are out there where you can go find these devices, but 2.5 gallons per minute is considered low flow.
A lot. I know it does. And then you have 4 more tips. Let's go through those quickly.
You bet. So shorter showers, install a toilet tank bank, seals and caulk around your windows and tub and showers so that you don't have leaks.
Okay.
Call the city water department. Have them check your meter. It's dial 311, and they'll come out and check that out if there's a problem. If it's on their side, they pay for it, obviously. If it's on your side, then it'd be an expense that you would incur. And then the last thing is we talk about rainwater and just being conservative. It's amazing how much water comes in the city of Houston. We get over 50 inches of water a year, and it's almost consistent. We get about 6 inches every month. And you can put in a rainwater capture tank that'll take all the water off of the roof and be able to use that for your gardens.
I've seen those before. Those are pretty handy.
They're pretty handy, pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Chris. We appreciate you coming in. Chris Schilling with Turbo Realty. Let's turn it now over to Mike.
I don't know about those low-flow shower heads. I have the Commando 9000. It just blows your skin right off. All right, everybody, let's take a